Welcome back. You're still tuned into Midcap Radar. Well, JLL in its recent report says that apartments valued at 1 crore and above recorded 4% growth in sales in the first 9 months in 2025. Samantak Das, who is the chief economist and head of research at JLL, is joining us now to understand the dynamics in the real estate market, the demand and the supply going forward as well. Mr. Das, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in. While premium housing has done well, if you look at the overall units in quarter 3 2025 versus quarter 3 2024, there has been a decline. What are the trends suggesting now? Where are we in the real estate cycle, and which are the segments which will drive growth from here on?
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for having me on this show. Yes, overall there is a decline in terms of sales in the top 7 cities. However, what we have noticed is the premium housing, which we are defining as 1 crore and above. And this is keeping in mind the overall urban income, all India urban income. So this premium housing in the last 2-3 years, if you have noticed, that has become the new normal in the top 7 cities. So the ticket size or the house price or the apartment price is now 1 crore and above in most of the launches, if you see. And, there are reasons why this has gone up, the apartments priced above 1 crore. Because if you see the share 3-4 years back, 5 years back, this 1 crore and above share was even 40%. Now it has gone up to 62%. So there is definitely a rise in the share of this segment. So some of the reasons I may just cite for understanding. One is definitely the land prices have shot up, exponentially, and more so in the top 7 cities and its peripheral locations. That's number one. Number two, very important to understand that buyers' choice for larger homes with holistic ecosystem and amenities, that choice has really moved. So we have seen the consumer preference going towards this type of housing. So that's number two. Number three, very important, is we have seen that the workforce in all these 7 cities, it's quite young, and whatever you call it, millennials or Gen Z, their preference is basically the tolerance of commuting is not more than 20 to 30 minutes. So they want to stay in the proper cities, and that's where the demand is coming as well. So all this together with the cost of land, buyer's choice, and the commuting time tolerance, everything taken into account, this segment has really moved up. Now, going forward, our understanding is this structure of sales will remain. That means the premium segment, 1 crore and above, will have probably the lion's share, more than 50-60%. So that doesn't mean that in number actual quantum, it will the affordable segment or the mid segment, which we are calling it less than 1 crore, the share may go down slightly, but the quantum will remain, because the total sales what we predict will go up, given the conducive environment of house pricing. There will be a plateau that we are expecting. The interest rate is quite now affordable. It has really remained quite low for the last couple of quarters. And going forward also, we understand that prices, there will be some plateau, because it has already risen in the last 3 years. I think on an average.
Samantak, yeah, we are just getting to that. The other point that you mentioned is, while you're expecting prices to plateau over the near term, you've also spoken about construction costs. So going forward, do you see a plateauing even in terms of new projects coming up? You're saying construction costs have actually gone ahead and hampered launches.
See, land prices have really gone up exponentially. Cost of construction has gone up in the range of 5 to 8-10% maximum, right? But if you see land prices, yes, if you see, there is a plateau already in the launches, if you see the numbers. So, there will be very, very selective launches, and developers are very cognizant of the fact that where the demand is, which locations within cities the demand is, very, very active. So keeping in mind, I think launches will be in the range bound only around, as per our estimate, the growth, there will be a growth definitely, but not to the extent of what we would see, earlier 5-6 years back.
All right.
The launches will be around 5%, 6% growth. In
Got it.
fact, the first 9 months we have seen a slight marginal decline in launches already.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Das, for joining in. With that, we'll slip into a short break. When we come back, we'll put focus on TTK Prestige and Jana Small Finance Bank. All stocks on our radar today. Stay tuned for that.